All right, come on. Background likes to take its forever. There we go. We are live. Welcome to episode, where are we? 11 of Plot Hunters. We are a person down today because Ashley couldn't make it. So Adriana's going to be Jaegering cruise today.
Yeah, I'll be on cruise control as someone in the chat would made that joke. I don't want to take credit for that.
That's
I was
great.
bugging out. I saw it.
Let's see, we got a dice giveaway again today, which is going to be awesome. The dice haven't arrived yet, so I'm still waiting for that, but theoretically they should be arriving today, so most likely they'll come in the middle of the stream. And then we also are at, how many people? We are at 43 followers, so we just need 7 more before you guys get another luck point. Yay! So where we last left off, you guys slaughtered a bunch of guards. You continued the fight with the 4 guards and big bald creepy dude with fiery arm in front of the church. And you guys slaughtered them all, pretty much all except for one. One guard ran away. And then Varen broke into, or actually, did you break in? No, you went in through the front door. That's where you couldn't break in. You went through the front door.
Well, really badly. To break windows.
Yes, but you managed to get inside via the door of the church and threw the box of bones at the priest, which then scattered all over the place, and that was wonderful. But they gathered them up, placed them back on hallowed ground, and the town of Vallaki was once again under the protection of the Hallow spell. And then after that, you went to go try and free your friends, Isaac and, or not, what's his name? Ismark, there you go. Ismark and Irina. Eventually, we're going to remember those names. Ismark, Irina, Erwin, and Danica Margov, who had been thrown in the stocks. They'd been arrested for supposedly being responsible for bringing evil on the town, and which isn't actually far from the truth. You guys basically dressed up in the bloodied armor of the guards you slaughtered. You tied crews up and marched him towards the stocks. Were able to deceive the guards there. Managed to free your friends. Erwin and Danica flew off in their were-raven form. And everybody else hunkered into a warehouse for the rest of the night. And there was continued attacks on the town, but you guys managed to make it through the night without any more fighting. Next morning came, you left the warehouse, discovered that there was slaughtered bodies all over town. They looked like they had been attacked by werewolves and maybe other things. You climbed back over the wall, left Vallaki behind you, made it to the Vistani camp, where you had sent Rictavio and Maeve and the children. And when you arrived, Maeve was the only one there with the kids. Rictavio was nowhere to be seen, and she told you that he had said that he had to go get something. And he left. And he left sometime before dawn. So he had like a few hours on you guys. And you went around the camp, looted a bunch of stuff, found a lot of really awesome stuff, found a lot of money. Found a bag of holding, who I think, Mira, you're the one who's keeping the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Very nice. And that is pretty much where you are. So it's like morning. You guys are in this ruined camp. What do you guys want to do?
Freak.
Yes, you are there with Freak.
Should we wait for him to come back? I don't think we know which direction. I mean, we know which direction, but I don't think we actually know where the tower is.
Yeah, we don't.
And
I wish I was super sleepy. Like, mm,
Oops, sorry.
do we know what direction he went? Probably not.
You do. You Maeve told you that he went to the north west, and she told you that or like you know that his tower is toward northwest, and there's also the village of Kresk
So
and the winery.
should we make him hate us even more?
Hey,
Then he
I
already
need-
does.
I need to go to the winery anyway.
Yeah.
We all deserve a drink after that.
I think there's my really cool sunlight-based greatsword is at. I think, which sounds really cool.
Hopefully.
But we
Hopefully,
definitely hunker down for the night and like take a freaking breather.
wait, it's just morning though, right?
Yeah, it's morning, and you guys are in the ruined camp, but there are carts and stuff there, but there's also the chance of people coming back to the camp if anyone survived. And they probably aren't going to be happy knowing that you guys looted their camp.
It's fine.
If you leave the camp alone, you can't expect something else, you know?
Yeah, like someone's gonna take a nap there at least. Ugh. I'm scared of him coming back and be like, where are those losers?
I mean, we can leave a note, but I don't know how he's gonna find the note.
Should we just go after him? We can leave Freak with the birds.
I know, but weren't they gonna go to a different town? What if they get attacked?
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
I don't know about that.
A bird and 2 kids.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
No
Is there,
offense,
like-
Maeve.
Yeah, I want to ask Maeve, is there another place that, like, the were ravens are at, or?
She tells you the winery. Yes, the winery is owned by the Martikov family, and it has been a haven for were-ravens. I believe that's where Danica and Erwin ended up flying to.
So let's just go there.
Yeah,
And she lets you know that the winery is to the west. If you follow the main road, close to where it gets to a point where it splits off to north and south. And like if you go north, you go to the village of Kresk. If you go south, you go to the winery. But they're along kind of the same main road.
Yeah, let's go on a field trip.
do we go to the village or do we go to the winery?
Oh,
Probably the village, so we can drop off the
Oh.
kids.
well, it's the village is the village.
And you also have Ismark and Irina with you too.
Oh,
'cause- That's right, because you guys rescued them and they can't stay in Vallaki.
Yeah.
Ismark and Irina tell you that they, as much as they appreciate the ravens, they'd probably be better off just going to the village. So they will travel with you for as long as it takes to get to the where the road splits, and then they will go off to the village.
On the way to.
The winery. Yeah, basically you guys will just travel together to get to where the road splits. They'll go north, you guys will go south.
I mean, we also have like an option of just killing Irina right now.
No! I didn't hear that! No! They gave us silver. They gave us silver. Eternally grateful for that. So we're saved our
I
lives.
guess.
They let you take their silverware, yes.
Okay, but what if they go to town, right? And then
Yeah.
they get attacked again, like they did in this town.
Well, they did say the further that they are from. Actually, how far is Kresk?
Also, I found a weird doll on that cancerous arm guy that looked like Arena.
I mean, that's fair.
Something.
If you leave now, you should be able to reach. You could reach. Actually, they're about the same distance either way. You could reach either the town or the winery by nightfall.
Okay, and is like how far is it from the village of Barovia?
Oh, that's all the way on the other side of town, on the side of the map. That from where you are now is probably about 2 days.
So let's. Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Let's drop.
Village and drop off the kids.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll spend the
yeah,
night
good
there
night's
to make
fucking
sure Irina's
sleep.
fine. And then we'll go to the winery and get my
Yeah.
fucking awesome sword, Sunlight,
Yes.
that this lady told me about.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the village.
Okay. So you guys head out along the road. You kind of there's the main Old Svalak road that runs from western Valaki and cuts through the town, and you guys are kind of just off the main road. What was that?
Alex.
Anyway, you guys are just off the main road, so you get back on the main road, follow it around to the northwest. Eventually, you get to what looks to be a crossroads.
Ooh.
The road comes to kind of an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign features arms pointing in 4 directions and lies in the weeds nearby.
What did the arms say?
Let's see. When you line them back up, let's see the arms. There's Kresk and Solinka Pass, and then there is Lake Baratok, and Valaki, Ravenloft, and Berez. And the sign points like to Kresk is going to the direction that you guys were already heading, which is to the northwest, to the northwest.
East.
Same thing with the Lake Baratok, and then Solinka Pass is to the southwest. And then Valaki and Ravenloft point back to where you came. And Berez is to the southeast.
That was a lot.
Go to the town.
We're going to Kresk.
You're going to Kresk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we figure out which way is that one and go. For
Yep, you're going to head northwest then.
Okay.
Does it seem like the signpost just fell or was cut or?
It looks like it was weathered and just worn out.
Okay.
Like there was no deliberate thing that makes it look like they were trying to mix things up. It's just it got old and fell. Everything's old here. You should know that.
All right, let's go on a field trip.
Yeah.
All right, so you head northwest. The road is fairly narrow and tight with the forest on either side, and there is the ever-present mist all around. After about, I would say, almost half a day's journey, you see a slight opening in the trees, and the road kind of splits off slightly, and you see a tower standing in the lake just behind it.
The White Tower.
Yeah.
It is not white. It is just a gray stone tower.
White
Right.
tower for me.
I think that's I think that's where the wizard's place is, because I know it was in the middle of the lake.
You're right.
We should go to the village first because we have kids.
Yeah.
Alright, they're gonna die as soon as we go.
Okay, so you continue along the road past the tower to Kresk. Let's see, do you run into anything else? I think it's pretty straightforward there. There's another crossroads where the road splits again north and south, and you know to go northwest as usual. And you come to another walled village. And across the road stands, let's see, where is it? Across the road stands steel, or like iron gates. There you go, iron. Stands heavy iron gates. And you do see that there are guards positioned, and there are arrow slits kind of in the towers of this gatehouse.
And this is the entrance to the town.
This is the entrance to the town.
So let's not mention that we basically murdered another village.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
The somber toll of a bell comes from the stone abbey that clings to the mountainside behind. So you see the wall, but behind you can kind of see this hill come up, and there's this really elaborate stone abbey that is up on that hill, and you can hear bells chiming from that abbey.
Oh, they know we're here.
Okay, I'm
We
gonna
gotta
walk.
go say hi. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards it.
Okay, you head towards the the gatehouse. As you approach, the air around feels like it grows colder. There are 2 square towers with peaked roofs flanking a stone archway, and 12-foot tall iron-bound wooden doors. So they're wooden doors, but they have iron. And carved into the arch above the doors is the name Kresk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously. And as you approach, one of the guards calls out, "Who goes there?"
Do we even have a group name? Travelers! Yeah.
What is your business here?
Children.
To seek
Found orphan
asylum
children, and
or
we're trying
safety?
to get them to an
Safe.
orphanage because they're orphans.
We carry refugee children.
Refugee children, are you here to bring them to the abbot?
Yes.
And then they talk for a moment, and then the guard disappears, and the other guard tells you to wait a moment. We must confer with the burgomaster. So you guys have to wait for 15, 20 minutes. Eventually, an older gentleman with balding hair comes up onto the parapet, and he looks over, and he asks you what your business is.
We have orphan children.
And we're seeking shelter.
Where are these children? Where are you from? Which village? Hey, Nerdsmith. Welcome, guys.
Hi. We're from Valaki.
Okay, why are you taking refuge from Valaki?
Well,
Horrible werewolf attack that left these children orphaned, and we're trying to get them to safety.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Oh shit.
All of us are just.
I would say if you want to make it with advantage if they're helping you.
Okay.
I think one of us holds up a kid.
Freak. This
Look
is
how cute! Look how cute! We call him Freak.
And I'll say it can either be.
Uh-huh.
Is it Alina asking that, or is it Cruz asking that,
It's me.
or Cruz saying that? Okay. What did you get?
17.
17. Very good. He says he looks at you for a moment and he says, "Very well."
I kicked the kid so it cries. No, I'm kidding.
You are so mean.
You could at least pinch it, not kick it.
Worst babysitter ever.
So he starts crying. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. The guard or the burgomaster confers with the guards, and he nods and says, "Very well. You will be allowed in the town. However, if anything untoward happens, you will be not executed. They're not going to kill you. You'll be kicked out of town.
Okay.
I must. Yeah, the safety of my people is paramount.
That's
So
fair.
keep your wits about you."
Okay.
And the guards go and they open the gates. They open them very slightly, just enough for you guys to slip through. They're not taking chances. And you guys slip into the village of Kresk. And the village is very different from the other villages in the sense that it's not really. It doesn't look like a town as much as it looks kind of like a commune. All the houses are just humble wooden cottages, and there's a lot of trees. There's a forest of trees inside the town. And then there are farms and farmland, and it's almost like these people have designed this town so that they don't ever have to leave.
This might be a good place for you guys. Are you
Wait,
gonna...
did you say that is the town walled? Or is
The town is walled.
Okay, someone's smart. That's good.
Okay.
I don't know why the other towns didn't do this.
So the town is built in a forest?
It's kind of the forest is kind of cleared out around the town, but then inside the town, it looks like they've planted trees so that there's enough trees inside the town for them to live off of and use for wood, because they don't want to go out into the forest.
So it's made so like everything they need is inside the town.
Yeah, it's basically a self-sustaining commune.
Well, this seems safer than anything else we've seen. So.
I wonder if they have tree houses.
Do you ask anybody?
No, just muttering to my companions.
Probably. I want to actually see that. There's a tree house.
Y'all got tree houses?
The guards kind of chuckle. It's like, no, but there's cottages, but most of them are occupied. If you want a place to stay, you will have to offer your services, chopping wood, collecting fruit, helping on the farms.
I want to elbow Irina and be like, oh my god, this place is perfect for you. Oh my god.
She looks at Ismark and she's just like, I think this is the best that we're going to do. We had best find some work. Maybe we can settle down and have a new home here. And he kind of agrees. They both look like they're very tired from the journey and from the constant stress of being attacked everywhere. And you see Ismark goes off and he kind of has a conversation with one of the guards, basically asking them, does he know of any families that need hired hands right now? And they recommend a couple places that he and his sister can go to see if they can get some work and maybe get some lodgings.
Perfect. Not for the kids. How are you? The abbot? Did he say?
The abbot, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, the abbot, yes, he runs the abbey, though. If you're looking for a place to put the children, I would not advise that. The abbey can be dangerous.
So why are there kids there?
Yeah.
There's no kids in the abbey. No, you saying that you guys want, if you guys were trying to find a place to take the kids.
No, but didn't
shouldn't
when
abbeys
we're
be
coming
safe?
in? Yeah.
No, he said, the abbot.
Abbot.
But not necessarily the abbey itself. And he explains that the abbot has healing capabilities. He can take a look at you, but you don't want to stay in the abbey. It's better to stay in one.
Bring the kids to the abbot.
Yes.
Okay, they're very confusing. They sound the same. So let's bring the kids to the abbot.
Yes.
Right. So what shit goes on in the abbey?
Yeah.
They kind of glance at each other and just like, and they're a little tense to talk about it, but they're just saying there are strange howls and cries, unnatural cries that come from the abbey.
Guys.
But the abbot himself is very kind. He has healed many people.
It's just like the fire.
It is our belief that he keeps these evil beings locked up there to keep them from hurting the town.
Huh.
Okay. Do you guys regularly get attacks on the town?
He shakes his head. Attacks outside the town? No.
I'm just gonna whisper to the group, this place is great. We like
Yeah, seriously, this place is fucking crawling with werewolves.
Guys.
oh
Like,
Yeah.
my money's on the good abbot.
Is there an orphanage for the kids here, or
The burgomaster, who's nearby, comes up and he says, "We don't have an official orphanage, but
A nice old lady.
he glances at the children. He says, you see a kind of flicker of sadness over his face. And he says, if you're looking to rehome them, my wife and I would be more than willing to care for them."
okay?
Is he like actually offering to take care of the kids, or does he just want like,
Make an insight check.
Oh, yeah. That no
I
mirrors
know
believe.
what happened because my thing froze for like a minute, so I don't know what happened.
Oh,
We're
hey,
trying to relocate the kids. Ooh.
Oh yeah, the burgomaster offered to take the kids.
Oh.
guys, hey guys.
You got a 1.
I did.
Oh.
All you can think about is this is the easiest way to offload these kids. Whatever. Bye, kids.
Keep track, yeah. I'm just like, okay, cool. You can have them. Bye, guys.
All right. So the kids go off. The burgomaster kindly just ushers the children together, and these children have been just brutally traumatized from being passed to hand, or from hand to hand, and from almost being eaten by a bunch of hags. So they are very tired, and they just go along with him. You see that there's no joy in their eyes. They don't expect any good to come out of this, but they understand that they're probably better off not traveling around with you guys.
I want to run back. Wait, before they go, I want to run to the kids real fast. Wait, who has the Irina doll?
I do. I'm not giving them a fucking.
It's a doll. It'd be perfect for them.
Oh,
I have
you
nothing
think it's
to
not a
play.
voodoo doll? No. Shut up. You don't even know I have it.
Voodoo doll.
No.
Well, I'm gonna still run out to the kids and like give them a hug and be like, this is the like safest place and no one's gonna ever hurt them ever again, and we're gonna make sure of it. And I pinky promise it.
And you see the all right, you promise the kids, and they each give you a tight hug and thank
If they
you.
die, that's gonna be the worst disappointment. Like they're gonna feel the deepest disappointment right before they die. Just let it know.
I promise I can't go back on my promise. That's my ninja way.
Hey, I'm sorry, but why would you think giving them a could-be voodoo doll to kids? What?
It's a doll.
That a fucking cancer's arm having Hunter had.
I mean, that's
probably
true.
after Alina.
That's fair, but we're not thinking ahead. We're thinking in the now.
No, you're not thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead.
Well, and I say
Don't
bye
lump us all together in the same thought.
bye, kids. Oh. And like
They
Mary,
wave at you, and they go along with the burgomaster to his
I'm just waving like,
humble home. There are no mansions here; they're all just cottages.
okay, that's good.
yeah.
It's kind of suck if you had like a mansion and everybody else was shitty living.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, let's go see that abbot. That abbot.
Wait, the abbot has healing properties,
Yes.
so.
Oh,
Do
we
we
can
have
ask him like if we need to.
Oh, if they need any help,
Yeah, and probably we should ask about the winery too.
yeah. Or we can ask if the abbey needs help, and then we can figure out what's in there.
Think he's gonna tell us if something's going on with the Abbey? I mean, we know something's going on with the Abbey, but like, do we think he's gonna tell us?
Probably not.
Probably not. Just show like Alina can show off the muscles.
We can always convince him. Pretend the knuckles are cracking. They're not cracking.
I don't.
Crack. Crack.
I kind of just want to find a
Thank
place
you.
to stay so I can go to my fucking winery. Like, I'm kind of curious about the Abbey, but not that curious. I just want my fucking sunlight stolen.
Okay. What time is it now?
Let's see. It's close to nightfall. It's probably around like 6 or so.
Okay, yeah, let's head over to there. And we could probably sleep there and then head out to the winery.
Yeah, but we need to offer services. So we
Oh,
can
shit.
find places. I can chop wood. I have a giant axe and I'm strong. So if they give him an axe, Cruz can chop wood.
Yeah.
I don't want to chop wood with my axe, though.
I can put the fear of God into their enemies.
What?
I can put the fear of God into their enemies.
They're walled. They don't care. They just want to. What enemies? They're walled in. They're a commune.
Maybe they're mad at their neighbors. I don't know.
You can pick fruit.
I want to farm.
Climb up
There-
trees to pick fruit or something.
There are farms, yeah. There are places where you can pick fruit or pick vegetables and help harvest.
Yeah, I want to help harvest and like pet a cow.
And they do have cows.
We're gonna go chop wood if anybody needs it, so we can find a place to stay.
Okay. You don't really find a single place that does all those things, but as you kind of go around and talk to the villagers, Mira, you do find a farm that is willing to allow you to sleep the night if you are willing to help milk a cow
Yes.
and help clean out the stables and everything, and you get to pet all the cow you want. Varen, what were you gonna do?
I guess pick fruit.
Pick fruit. Okay, yeah, there's an orchard nearby, and you talk with the orchard master, and he just agrees to let you sleep in one of the lofts if you just help pick some fruit. There's mostly just peaches and what other fruits grow on trees? There's apples, but I wanted something other than apples. There's all the lemons you could possibly want. The most useful fruit in the world, lemon.
Avocado.
I don't think there's avocados that grow in Barovia. That is.
I don't know what their harvest is like. I just got here and started fighting werewolves.
Yes, and Alina, you do find a small homestead that allow you to chop some woods and for sleeping on a cot in their living room.
Can Cruz join in on that?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta remind myself to speak lower. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm really loud, so sorry about that, guys.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm really loud, so sorry about that. I'm trying to...
You're not that loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
In my house, I am, so...
let it go. All right. Are you guys going to just go ahead and do those things and turn in for the night? Do you want to? Is there anything else you want to accomplish in the town? There isn't a whole lot to do in this town. There's not a lot of trade that happens, and
It's just, they do what they need to survive.
exactly.
Wait, do we know where Irina and her brother are staying?
Alright.
You do find out that they're staying in one of the homes where Irina is going to be helping with the hemming, like sheets and stuff like that. General houseware stuff. Ismark's going to be chopping wood and just helping them with their home.
Okay.
At least for the time being. It may not be a permanent stay, but they might have to hop around to different places depending on what they need.
I
Oh.
think someone should be with them. Or at least Irina.
Is there like a market?
There is not a market. There is. It's very much a kind of open community where everybody kind of trades what they need, but they don't really. There's not really a lot of selling.
Okay.
It's just everybody contributes in their own way and keeps the town alive and running.
At night, can I just kind of like sit down with the doll and kind of see what it is?
Yeah.
Figure out what it is?
Yeah, you take a look at the doll, and the only thing that there's nothing strange or unusual other than the fact that it looks very much like Irina, but you do see a tag on it that says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Wait, what?
It says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." And it looks like a maker's tag.
It's just a toy. I mean, I'm not there. It's a toy.
Can I do like an arcane?
Make an Arcana check, yeah, to see if
Can I
it's
have
any.
Cruz help me since we're staying together?
Sure.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice. As far as you can tell, there is nothing magical about it.
Shit.
It's just
That's
creepy.
Like, just waste of a natural 20.
And I always have like opposite luck. For some reason, like me and Adriana just like if one of us
1 and 20.
Okay, can I like burn it? Like if they have a fireplace?
Yeah, there is a fireplace in the home, and you can toss it in. Are you just doing it in front of the family, or are you just going to wait until
No, I'm
they're...
just gonna wait till I don't want to traumatize them.
Okay.
Burning balls.
Yeah, you wait until the family kind of goes to go to sleep, and then you just toss the wooden doll into the fire, and it lights up.
Do I hear a scream?
Not from the fire, but you do hear the bells from the abbey go off, and then faintly, off in the distance, you hear some strange howls. But that's it. And they don't sound like wolf howls, and at least not the way that you're fairly familiar with what they sound like. They just sound like kind of just wild animals screeching. It's weird.
do we all hear them?
Do they sound like werewolves that I've heard before?
No, they don't sound like anything that you've encountered yet.
This Abby dude is like
Is this
torturing
something that we're all hearing?
What was that?
Is this something that we're all hearing?
I would say that probably you and actually, yeah, because it's going through the whole town. So you probably hear the bells, and you probably hear just very faintly some of the howls.
How far away is the Abbey?
You guys are all staying in different homes, but I will say that the Abbey's kind of up on a hill. So it's about 400 feet up on a hill.
Oh,
And there's like a switchback road that goes up it.
so it's real close. It's like a minute's walk away.
Yeah, it's within the town.
Yeah. Not gonna do it. Not gonna split the party. Not gonna go luck.
Can I do like a nature check to see like what the closest animal it sounds like?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or person or maybe
You know what? Fuck it. Yes, I am.
16. Oh my god.
16. Okay. What is really strange? Sorry. What's really strange about these howls is that they don't sound like any one animal. They sound like many different kinds of animals. You hear kind of just strange shrieks that sound like bird-like, and then you hear things that sound more bestial, but they're all kind of mixed together.
Okay, fuck it, I'm going.
Oh, let's go.
I feel like I would be, not because Farron said that she was going, but I feel like if I heard something like that, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on over there?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
make Cruz go with me.
I'm gonna like stuff out of there because I'm like that doesn't. I'm thinking of were ravens. I'm like,
Okay, I'm definitely stealthing up the hill and like into the area.
Okay, so you guys are all in different houses, but you all kind of decide to peek out of your doors, and you kind of like, you're not too far from each other. So once you get to like the main road, you guys can see each other kind of all thinking the same exact thing, like what the hell was that? And go ahead and make stealth checks.
Alright, here we go. That's a total of 20.
I have a total of, I don't know what 12 plus 9 is. 21?
Yes.
Okay, 21.
Yes.
Okay, so Alina has 17.
Okay.
And plus what Cruz has 15.
Okay, you guys did pretty decently. So you managed to stealth through the town. You do notice that this is very different from Kresk or from Valaki, where you had like town guards kind of always at all hours kind of wandering around. The town pretty much shuts down after sundown. There's pretty much no one around. And you managed to stealth up to the switchback road that leads up the hill to the Abbey. Let's see. The road from the village climbs above the mist to a wide ledge on which the Abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing gray smoke. And I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Hey. Oh, okay.
Perception 17.
Okay, so Cruz got 10 and I got 12.
What did you get, Varen?
23.
Okay, so Varen and Mira, you both spot two hunkering figures kind of to either side of the gate. From your distance, from Mira, they appear to you to be kind of a pile of rags almost. But Varen, you're able to kind of make out features, and they look to be possibly some sort of guard that is flanking the gates.
Do they look like alive, undead, animated?
You can't really tell what they are as far as the kind of being. You just can tell that they look to be some sort of being.
I like gently poke I gently poke like Mira, Cruz, and Alina. I'm just like, there are things over there that are eroding this place.
Is there like,
Around?
yeah, can we tell if there's a way to go around or just
Yeah, is there anything?
Yeah, there is the wall that surrounds the abbey is it's only 5 feet high. Like, it's easy to go around. It's not like they're gates, but they're not like guard towers. They're not anything that
let's just
fortified.
Go around.
Yeah, so just go. Let's just like go around until we can't see them anymore, and then hop over.
Okay. And you have 2 directions that you can really go around. Actually, no, you only have 1 direction because there's a sheer cliff on the other side. So you head kind of off the road to the north of the abbey, and you skirt around a sharp corner. So once you actually go right around the corner, you no longer are within sight of them.
Are the howls getting louder and such since we're closer?
No, on your way up, the bell stopped. I mean, the bells don't last very long, and the howls eventually died down.
So they only howl when the bell is rung.
It seems like it.
Mhm. I'm so scared to stay
Kicked
in.
out again.
Yeah.
So you guys are outside the walls. What do you want to do?
I want to ask Baron, like, did it look like people, or was it like?
It just looked like something guarding it.
Fuck.
They definitely were.
I go over the wall. Thanks.
Okay.
Cruz will follow me. Unless anybody needs a boost, then Cruz can like.
I think we're good. We'll
Yeah.
just hop over.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty easy enough for you guys to hop over the wall. And as you hop over, you notice things have gotten a lot colder, and much of the grass and everything inside the abbey is covered in a light dusting of snow. This whole area is a little bit higher elevation than Vallaki was. And you see the two wings of the abbey stretch before you. There is the path that leads to the front door, the abbey entrance. That is a little bit let's say it's about 30 feet from you. And then as you can kind of continue along around, there's the building, and then far to the end of the building, you can spot looks to be some gardens.
Can we see where the bell is, like where the bell sound is coming from? Like I guess the bell tower.
Yeah, the bell tower is pretty much right above the main part of the building. It's just straight ahead.
Can I climb to it? Does it look climbable? Does that?
No, the structure of the building, it's almost like there's no external stairways that look like they lead up to the bell tower. The bell tower is kind of just on top of the building, so you imagine that the stairs are going to be on the inside. So if you'd want to climb up, you'd have to go inside.
What do you guys think?
I want to see what's going on, but I also want to sleep.
I mean, also like the howling stops, so like.
Which means, of course, as soon as we leave, it'll come back.
I think they only howl when the bell is being rung.
That's a fair assumption.
It sounded. If I haven't by now, I'm gonna tell them like it sounded bird-like, but also human-like. Not bird human-like, but I described to you how it sounded. So
That sounded like lots of different types of animals.
Yeah.
Kind of all jumbled into sounds.
Did it sound like it was just like one being was howling and it just sounded like different animals at the same time, or
No, it was multiple beings howling, and the sounds sound like different types of animals, but not in a natural sort of way, almost like if you took like a bird sound and a wolf sound and mashed them together. But they're all like different types of sounds.
Do I know what could possibly do that?
I make a nature check.
Okay. 17.
17. Not that you know of. The idea of those sounds kind of all being together is just, it sounds very unnatural to you.
This sounds dangerous.
Fighting werewolves and vampires.
My mind is like Full Metal Alchemist. I'm worst case scenario in this.
We're gonna get kicked out again. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really care, but mostly for Ismark and Irina.
I say we come back in the morning. at least then we could at least be like nicey and like ask, and worst case scenario we come back and be like,
Right.
fuck her, yeah, if they're lying.
Right, yeah. It's not necessary to go snooping right now. I think it can wait.
So you guys gonna head back?
Yeah, why not?
Sorry to disappoint the viewers.
All right. Well, you guys disappointed them by making a smart decision and not going everywhere in the middle of the night. So you managed to stealth right back out there over the wall. You creep past the two creatures or whatever they are guarding the entrance to the abbey, and you head back to your respective homes.
Guys, we made our first good choice.
Yeah.
We are
And-
truly a D&D party now.
Yes. And for the first time in a while, you guys managed to get a fairly restful night's sleep. Like, you're slightly less stressed. Like, the people here, even though they are oppressed, they don't feel like they're quite as living under constant terror as a lot of the other people in the town. They seem to have made a reasonable living in this place, and you feel a sense of comfort for once. And you guys get a full rest.
Yay!
Yay! So morning comes, gray as ever. There is a light snowfall. What would you guys like to do this morning?
Hi, guys.
You guys, I assume that you meet up somewhere outside
Yeah.
of town
Cafe.
or with
Oh,
the
I want to
local
check if
cafe.
Irina is
At Starbucks.
at her house.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Okay, you're gonna go check on Irina.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see where she was at. Give me one sec. Let me find where that is.
You need to know that I'm running a couple of like heavy-ish apps on my computer because it's keeping my lap warm.
Ooh.
Okay, so Mira, you kind of ask around town to see where your friends have gone. You find Ismark, and he's just helping out, carrying some heavy bags of foodstuffs for people. And he tells you that Irina decided to take a walk. She went up to the pools to the north. You ask around a little bit, and you learn that this town has an interesting feature. There is a special pool that was blessed by Saint Markovia a long time ago, and it has kind of restorative powers to it. And so Irina went for a walk to those pools to go take a look and see what they are about.
Where is this pool?
Yeah.
It's further to the north of the town.
I want to. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the pool.
Definitely take
That's
us,
so cool.
like, we gotta take this anywhere at some point because I want to restore some shit.
You want to what?
Like, we gotta take a swig of that at some point because I got something I want to restore.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to... Mira, you're going to go to the pool to go find Irina. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
Sure, we'll come.
I'll go if you tell us that you're going.
Yes. I'm. Hey, guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna check on Irina.
Okay. You guys head up north to the pool, and it's a very beautiful. It's almost just like a small garden. It's a very beautiful area. There's a gazebo that is kind of on the outskirts of the pool, and you see her kind of kneeling near the water, and she's glancing over the edge, looking very peaceful, and she's smiling. And I would like everyone to make a perception check.
I'd also take a moment to recognize the fact that there is a gazebo in this scene.
There's a gazebo in what?
This scene.
Yes.
And for any of y'all watching out there, if you don't know the gazebo story, please go Google the gazebo story.
I don't know what the gazebo story is. What is this?
Remind me to explain it at the end of the session.
Okay.
Is that the John Mulaney skit?
24.
Unnatural 20. Unnatural.
Okay.
Synthetic.
Synthetic 20.
19 and 21.
Okay, you guys all are pretty perceptive. She looks like she's talking to somebody.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Not suspicious at all.
I want to.
And-
Sneak.
And as she kind of just leans over this pool, Varen, you hear, with your very sharp hearing, a man's voice say, "Tatiana, it has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last." And you see Irina kind of gasp and put her hand over her heart, and she says, "My beloved Sergei, in life you are a prince and man of faith. We were to be married long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me?" And she reaches her hands towards the surface of the water, and you see the water reach up and pull her in.
Like, she seemed to struggle.
Huh?
She seemed to struggle.
She does not struggle. She goes willingly.
There's something about
Okay.
this.
I hold out an arm to my friends and I'm like, hold on.
Oh my
I would like to like.
You see the waters ripple as she dives in, and then eventually goes still.
Can I go over and see where the fuck she is?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check as you rush over to the pool. Whoever is gonna go look.
Yeah.
Varen's just standing by, like, nah.
14.
16.
16, okay. Neither of you are able to see anything in the water. The waters are clear and blue, and there is no sign of any person's body or anything.
I'm jumping in. Oh my god, I'm jumping in.
Okay, you jump in, and you go splashing around like a mad person in this water, but nothing happens. It's a pool. One thing that you do notice is that it really does make you feel revitalized. Like you go in and it's like a refreshing dip, and you feel energized, but you don't see anything in this pool.
I'd like to sit at the edge of it and like.
I'd be like, Farron, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna sit at the edge of it and like stare at my own reflection, and just kind of like take a minute to not quite meditate, but like sit.
Okay, and reflect. And as you sit and just sit at the edge of the water and reflect, while Mira is not far from there, floundering around like a Magikarp. All of a sudden, you see the clouds above grow dark, and a peal of thunder shakes the land. The dark clouds coalesce into a terrible visage. A deep, dark voice from the mountains cries out, "She is mine!" A terrible crack resounds as blue lightning splits the skies and strikes the pool. And I need everybody to make dexterity saving throw.
I look up and I'm just like, "Fuck you, Strahd."
Dexterity.
14.
We're rolling for 2 people.
11.
Wait.
The Dex kids rolled terribly.
13 for Cruz and 17 for me.
Okay, and what was yours, Varen?
14.
14. Okay, so Alina, you're the only one that makes a dexterity or makes a saving throw.
In the pool.
Let's see. Hang on one second. Let me double check this. Oh, I'm sorry. No. It's supposed to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, it's probably
Sorry. You guys can use the same rolls. Just add your con.
14 for Cruz and
Six.
that's better. 20 something for me. 20 for me. Unnatural 20 for me.
Okay.
8.
Okay, so Alina's the only one who made the 17 DC. All right, this is gonna be fun. It is. Let's see. Alina, you take 22 points of lightning damage.
Oh, shit.
Everybody else takes 44,
Hey, y'all.
So
Which is
Y'all.
which is appropriate because you're the one who told Strahd to go fuck himself.
Hi, guys.
oh my god! How many hit points do you have?
I forgot
43 hit points.
33.
So instantly, 2 of you are knocked out.
Fucking Cruz has 7 hit points!
He has 7? No, he doesn't. Like, you guys had a long...
He has
You guys had a long
51
rest.
He has 51 hit points.
Oh, he has 7 left. Okay, I'm just like, there's no way that he has 7. You guys had like 2 long rests. Okay, so Alina and Cruz are the only ones left standing, but you guys basically are thrown back, knocked prone, as you get up, you see both Varen and Mira are right now floating or unconscious in the water.
You guys have healing potions, right?
Or actually, Varen, you weren't in the water, were you?
No.
No,
You guys-
Mira, you are floating in the water unconscious and,
You guys have healing
basically
potions,
drowning right
right?
now.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cruz is gonna go to Varen, and I'm gonna go to Mayra because I'm the one with the most hit points right now. And we're gonna both shove whatever healing potions they have on them, and then also Cruz is gonna shove a healing potion.
Okay, all right, so go ahead and roll those heals.
So all 3 of our healing potions that we just got are gone now.
Good. How much is a potion of healing? It's 2d4 plus 2. Okay. No, that's a d6. Is that a d4? No. I'm sorry. I'm so.
Uh,
Strahd's pissed.
Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay, so you get 6 points.
Thanks.
You, Mayra, you get 4 plus 3.
My hair just
You
like
get 8 points. Mayra, you get 8 points.
Okay.
And Cruz gets back 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
So you guys come back to, and yeah, Varen, you are charred and like still steaming. Mira, you have no idea what the hell just happened. Everything went bright for a second, and you were just knocked out.
And she's just gone, right?
Irina's gone.
I look up and I'm just like, fuck you.
A second time. Lightning. No, just kidding. That's hilarious. We got struck again.
It's like, fuck you too.
Also, you notice, Mira, since you're awake and you're still in the water, you are shaken, and you notice that the water feels somehow less now. Make a religion check.
So when we need it to be restorative, it's not.
That is a bad roll.
Okay.
Wait. I think in total it is. For some reason, it won't let me scroll. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's an 8.
All right, so you don't know why specifically, but yeah, it feels as if the water no longer has the same kind of restorative capabilities.
Do I know, like, what the hell was that? Where she went?
You don't really know where she went. The only thing that you can recall is hearing someone named Sergei talk to her.
And called her Tatiana,
and called her Tatiana.
Yeah. So they're Russian.
Clearly. Okay, so I'm like, y'all. Okay, let's go to the abbot. Let's just.
Sure. Yeah.
In the chat, it's like I like how they made one good decision and then ruined it.
That's the way it goes. Now, are you guys gonna go immediately there, or do you wanna take a short rest before then? Because
Don't
some
they
of you
have,
are
like-
really low, even with those
doesn't-
healing potions.
Yeah, doesn't the abbot have like healing
He
capabilities?
does, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know that he wants to help us?
You have never met him before, so you have
Yeah.
no idea.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
you
What's
know-
the worst that can happen?
Let's not get healed. Have
Let's
to
just
take
do
a
what
long
we're good
rest.
at. Yeah.
Worst that can happen, Silani.
Let's do what we're good at, making bad decisions. Let's just go. Let's just
All right.
We tried doing a good decision once and then it backfired. Clearly, this is karma.
Really good decision and immediately ruined it.
So you head back up to the Abbey, and as before, the snow's falling a little bit heavier now, but it is actually kind of a pretty sight as you head up the hill and you look back down, and there's the beautiful village that looks fairly unassuming below. And as you near the gates that lead into the courtyard, there are still the 2 figures that are still kind of hunkering near the gates.
In the same spot.
The same spot, yeah.
Wait, do we go to the abbey or the abbot?
The abbot's in the Abbey.
They're both the same thing.
No, the abbey is the building. The abbot is the person who basically resides over it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we have to go in there, so whatever. Let's just go.
Haven't you ever read Redwall?
I know. I love the Red Wall series. It's so awesome. One of my favorite books.
So, I mean, it's daylight. So
Yeah,
let's
it's
go.
daylight. It's
Yeah.
Let's just go through them. Okay, we're just gonna go through them.
Good thing we didn't, think about, storming this place last night and maybe killing the.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
okay. As you approach the figures, they are pretty still, but then they start to move, and one of them stands up. They both look like kind of hunkered down, like a just pile of cloths, but one of them stands up, and you see that they're wearing some sort of just really tattered robe with a heavy hood kind of pulled down, and it stands up and it kind of waves at you, and in a growling voice asks you. It doesn't want to look at you. It's keeping its hood over its face, but it asks you, what can I do for you?
We need healing.
Like a lot.
Like a lot.
And it's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, you guys look like shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are charred. There's like, you guys got like blasted.
Yeah.
And he glances up very slyly. Make perception checks.
A what?
A what?
Perception checks.
Oh. Everyone?
Yeah, because you guys are all both up.
I got 15 plus perception, 17, and Cruz got perception.
Actually, let me
12.
revoke that finger. It's gonna be this one instead.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Cruz got 12, and I got 17.
Okay. Alina, you do notice he kind of glances up when to look at you when you say you need healing and he kind of looks, and you see there's almost it's kind of weird. There's a human face up until about here, and then what looks like to be a muzzle. But it's not like the same as like a werewolf face because it's all one. It literally looks like a dog muzzle that was somehow like fused into a human's face. And you kind of look at him, and then he immediately sees that you noticed him and just kind of pulls the hood down tighter, and he says, I can take you to the abbot. He can help you.
This is some Full Metal Alchemist shit.
Oh God, bad memories. Too soon.
How many years has it been?
It's been not
A
enough.
lot. Not enough.
That was so wrong.
Aaron's busy looking at other things.
And the other person stands up next to him, or next to it. You don't actually know what gender these things are. Actually, I don't know them either.
As we pass them, I want to say thank you, like a sincere thank you.
Okay. You walk past them. The other one kind of stands up as well, and you get a very slight glimpse of what looks to be some sort of like green scale on the side of its face. But you pass through them, and the other one kind of leads you into the courtyard and through the main gate into the main building, which leads to, you see there's a well in the center of this building, and he goes over to the right-hand side to another door, and he kind of asks you to wait here for just a second, goes into this door, closes it behind him, and after a few moments comes back out and kind of, what's up?
When he leaves, I want to tell everybody, like, don't ask questions, don't instigate anything, be quiet if you can.
Looking at Varen. I'm just kidding.
Looking at him. And specifically at Baron and Mayra.
That's fair. Like there is a reason our average charisma is not higher than it is.
Just be quiet if you can. Don't ask questions. Because they didn't see this, right? I just saw this.
Yeah, they didn't actually notice like the features.
Okay, so I'm not telling them what I saw. I'm just telling them to be quiet.
There's no talk. So the being comes back out and kind of nods to you and opens the door and kind of gestures you to go inside, and he says, the abbot is waiting for you.
And we go.
Okay. As you guys go inside, you enter the main hall, and gentle sounding music trickles down from above, and sirens. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens.
Oh yes, we can.
Oh yeah, we can hear them.
That's the
Don't be alarmed. So gentle sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth, while above the fire mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs up to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware, gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which a young woman with alabaster skin dressed in a torn, soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in her own thoughts. And next to her is a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe, who gently takes the woman by her hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck. He moves with with the grace of a saint. And Mira, as soon as you enter the room and you see this person, your spidey sense starts going off, and I want you to make a religion check with advantage.
Oh shit.
10. Oh wait, no, with advantage.
Please get higher than 10.
10. We were gonna go with 10. 10. Yeah.
Right.
So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You sense something very powerful about this being, but you don't know what it comes from. It's like you suspect something powerful about this person, but you have no idea what its origins are.
Holy shit. I mean, holy shit.
1 second. Cruz can. Is he a fey fiend or an undead?
Let me double check though. Let me do D&D Beyond. Hang on 1 second.
I also, I say the abbot, and then I turn to Atlina. Am I allowed to ask that question?
No, it is none of those things.
Okay. That's.
I'm just like, are you the abbot? And I'm just like, Alina, am I allowed to ask that?
Yeah.
You said no questions!
Shut up! I'm gonna just slap Baron over the fucking head.
Oh my god.
Nightbot was wrong.
Yeah.
It said it was going to do the frosted teal again. I swear I updated that. It was actually going to be Kraken dice today, and I don't know what color yet because they aren't here yet. But we gave away the frosted teal last week. So you guys, what did you want to find out?
Oh, I just said, are you the abbot?
The person. I gotta turn on my light because I can't see. Actually, no, I can't. There we go. I can see with my screen.
Do they seem like together or just like together?
Does she seem conscious?
Yeah.
I would say if you want to find out they're together, make an insight check.
All right.
Actually, both of you make insight check because you want to see both.
Which is a 16.
16. He kind of takes her hand almost in a fatherly sort of way.
I got 14.
14. She's moving.
Does she? But her face. Does she look like out of it or?
She looks like a person.
Does he seem
There's something kind of stiff about her expressions. Her face is generally fairly expressionless, but she blinks and nods when the abbot speaks to her.
and like not murderous?
What do you say?
Does he give off like a mad scientist vibe?
Not as much as you. Not from what you can get. No.
Does she give off a bad scientist vibe?
No. She doesn't give off much of a vibe other than she seems kind of doesn't really react too much. But anyway, the abbot turns to you and he smiles gracefully, and you notice that his features are very ageless. He looks like a young man, but there is something very ancient about the way he looks.
Is he human?
Is he what?
Does he look human?
As far as you can tell, except there is no flaw whatsoever to his skin. He is perfection. He is utter perfection.
Oh, it's too bad he's a monk.
And he smiles to you, and no, where am I at? I just lost my place. Here we go. He smiles to you and he nods and he says, "Yes, I am the abbot. My assistant said that you are in need of healing." And he looks at you and looks how charred and horrible you guys look, and he's just like, "Yes, I can see that you are. Please, come, my children. Let me aid you." Oh, I gotta pull up his stats. Hang on. What have they got? That's not the one I was looking for. I need my spell books. Where's my spell books? So who all needs heal? Everybody but Alina. For everybody.
Everybody.
Okay. Let's see what sort of abilities. Now he does say that I can heal you quite a bit, but everything that is done in this town is done in the spirit of service. If I am to heal you, what service can you be of to me?
I'll take fruit.
We can do.
I'll put the fear of God into your enemies.
What do you need help with?
Whichever God you like.
Shut up! What did I say?
Oh my gosh.
What do you need help with?
He says, well, actually, there is one thing that I do need considerable help with. I cannot find any of my freaking where are the... Sorry, I'm still trying to look for magic. This is what happens when I don't play casters very often, is I don't remember any of the names of these spells.
That's fine.
But he does say, you know, one thing that would help me greatly, well, there's a couple things. Number one, there has been a lack of wine hitting this town for quite some time. Normally, we get a shipment of wine every month from the Wizard of the Wine's winery to the south, but this month has been considerably late, and I am concerned. So if you were to bring a shipment of wine or discover why it's late, I would consider that a good service to the town. Wine is a very important part of life in Barovia. The other thing I would ask, which is a minor thing, but very important to me, he gestures to the woman next to him and she says, I need a wedding gown for Vasilka here. She is to be married soon, but I don't have any dresses for her. And you see that she's kind of dressed in just a tattered red dress. And when he says that, she just kind of nods.
Okay.
I swear to God, all my healing spells.
Wedding dresses?
Is there a dressmaker in the town?
There is not.
Cool.
Unfortunately, there are menders, but there's no one who makes a fancy wedding dress. Although I did hear that there is a very good wedding dress or wedding. It's in fucking Vallaki, goddammit, yes. There is a wedding a dressmaker in Vallaki. Okay, so...
Of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him, oh, we just came from there. They had a horrible attack. I don't know if they made it.
Oh my god, it's so wrong. He says, I am sad to hear that. What level is he? You know, I'm gonna assume that he is 10th level. So, he's gonna heal. Let me go ahead and roll this.
10th level? Like he's level 10 or like his spells are level? There's.
No, he's not 10. It's not.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is that even a thing?
No, like his level is his
Pathfinder
level.
version 2.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me go ahead and heal you guys before we continue with this conversation. Okay, so let's do.
So good thing we didn't sneak.
Right?
Math. Oh, I'm rolling pretty good.
Ooh.
So he's gonna heal you all for 45 points of damage.
Holy shit. That's more than I needed. But...
Yeah, that's way more than that for me.
He's a very powerful healer.
Anyway, we're all back to the. That's one more point than we needed. So.
Nice. But anyway, he says, yes, unfortunately it is in Valaki. But I'm sorry to hear that. But if you are somehow able to find a very nice dress for Vasilka, I would very much like her to be dressed to the nines for her wedding day.
Sure.
I say to Alina, like, maybe Rictavio might have an idea of, like...
To Irina?
Shut
not Irina.
up.
Alina!
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, yes, we can ask before she says anything else. We'll try our hardest with the gown, and I can't promise you much, but we will try. For the wine, we can certainly do since we're heading there anyway.
Excellent. I look forward to hearing it.
Thank you.
I have a question.
For...
What did Alina say?
What did I specifically say?
I'm whispering, like, I have, like, a weird feeling. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I know.
Mira, as you say, you whisper to your colleagues, a voice enters your mind, and it says, "Do not worry, my child. All is well here."
Just her?
Just to her.
Okay. It's like, well, it's okay. Let's just, he was a very nice man to help us. Let's just get him his wine, try to get him a dress. And you know, thank you so much for your help.
He nods and he says, "You are most welcome."
And we're going, and we're leaving, and we're going.
And we're leaving.
Do you know anything about the well? Or not the well, but...
What did you just say?
The pond, the lake, the weird place we were just at. Ooh.
You mean the tower?
Our friend fell in.
Oh, the pool? What do you ask him about the pool?
Wait, can I say that in my mind? Does he hear that? If I say that?
What do you ask him though?
Oh, yeah, like the lake that Irina fell in? Does he know anything about it?
He tells you in your mind that the pools were blessed by Saint Markovia.
Can I ask him one question? Just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anyone, in history that was a couple named Sergei and Tatiana?
He says, "Indeed I do. What would you like to know about them? They are very heavily tied to the history of Barovia."
Anything you don't give.
Okay. Oh, here we go. History time. Let me find all this info.
Thank God I remembered. I was gonna ask someone, and he seemed like.
All right. So he tells you that Sergei Vanzarovich was the brother of Strahd. And he was part of the reason that Strahd fell to darkness. Sergei was to be married to Tatiana, the love of his life, and Strahd was very much in love with her and envied his brother. And on the day that they were to be married, Strahd killed his brother, and Tatiana, who was so distraught that she threw herself from the castle and killed herself.
I can't believe Strahd was cock-blocked by his brother.
Strahd's brother was cock-blocked by Strahd.
They cock-blocked each other. It was a whole...
It was a mutual
When it-
cock blocking.
When it's your girlfriend and you're trying to marry her and then somebody else try to go into that, I feel like this is the other person cock-blocking. But
Strahd's a home wrecker.
Either way.
Um,
can I do an insight check on him? Not what he's saying, but just on who he is.
you can do either an insight check or religion check.
Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna do insight.
Okay.
I have a bonus on that. It's 13.
13. He seems like he's being honest, but you don't, as far as what he is, you don't have any idea. He seems powerful. You know he's powerful because he healed you for a considerable amount. But you don't know anything other than he appears ageless.
I'm gonna ask him in my head.
This entire time, Mira has not said a word. She has just been staring off into space.
Like a blank expression, like. I'm gonna ask. Is that lake connected to Strahd?
The pool that's in the town.
Sorry, the pool.
He says, no, it is connected to St. Markovia, although I did sense a powerful extension of Strahd strike it earlier today. And he kind of looks at you and kind of smiles slightly and says, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
What?
Oh.
I say in my head, I know a lot. No, we know a lot.
You don't know that she says that, Alina. She says it in her head.
What? I hate you so much, right?
I had to ask questions. I was like,
If you, like, what else did you have to ask that you have to tell him our entire life story? Like, do you, like...
It all began when I was
Worst spy ever.
You're the one that... Dude,
Figure out
you're
what's
the
going
one that's like, oh,
Wait,
this...
this
I have a weird...
his
story.
weird smiling.
Hang on, Farron, what are you saying?
Can I figure out what's going on with a mirror staring out into space and him smiling at her?
Make an insight check on Mira.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, you can kind of figure out that she's probably like having a conversation wordlessly.
I'm gonna tap Alina. I'm gonna turn to Mara. Actually, I'm gonna tap Alina. I'm gonna say, I know you said no questions, but I turn to Mara. Would you mind having that conversation out loud, please?
Anyway, thank you. We're leaving now. Bye.
I say bye.
I'm dragging both of them away.
Okay.
You're just like, oh, Mom!
And Cruz, of course, follows along.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not...
He's pretty calm, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The abbot smiles and bows as you guys go. You guys head
I
back
get
up.
a weird sense from this guy. Oh, by the way, here's my entire life story. What's wrong with you?
I know, if only I rolled higher on my spidey senses. I just had spidey senses. Trust your instincts, always. Look, we promised to make more bad decisions, and I'm just living it up.
We're doing our best. We're living our best life.
You want to kill us?
Let's go get that wine.
With the amount of healing that he did, do you think we'd be able to take him?
No, I'm not trying to fight him. I was asking questions.
How do you not know that he's like part of Strahd or something, huh?
That's a point. That is super fair. Well, no, I feel like he's so far. I don't know.
All right, so you guys head out from the Abbey, and as you pass through the are you you're leaving the Abbey completely? You're not gonna look around before we guys.
I want to leave. I want to leave as soon as possible. I'm dragging both of them out.
Okay, so you guys head out, and you head out through the same gates, and you do see the same two kind of huddled figures who they both kind of nod your way, but they don't say anything. You guys head back down into town, and where are you guys going now?
First of all, I'm gonna ask Mira, what the fuck was that? Well, what conversation were you having? Apparently.
Oh my god, she's gonna fuck the abbot!
He's pretty hot, to be
am
honest.
married. I am to wed soon. I would never be unfaithful.
You're married? You're gonna be married?
Yes.
She has a fiance. She asked him for money, remember?
I'm gonna be like, I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah.
He's actually super rich, and he's like my best friend. But that's not the point. I don't know. I felt. Ooh,
See,
fuck! I didn't.
did he
fuck.
talk to you in your head?
Yes.
What did you say, Mira?
I just thought things, and then he
Uh-huh.
answered, and I couldn't stop it.
What
It
did
was-
you say?
What did I say? I asked. I was thinking about the pool,
Uh-huh.
and then he was like, "Oh yeah, that pool. It's by a Saint Markovia," and I was like, "Oh shit, fuck."
I think Mira should write the recaps from now on.
Jesus.
I read them from Mira's point of view.
There was a butterfly, and then there was 2 dogs, and then I'm gonna kind of briefly tell them of like what we talked of. I'm like, I think
Okay.
you kind of read my mind, and I didn't know how to stop, but I had a lot of questions.
So this guy that seems ageless and very powerful and healed us for a shit ton of points. And then he's talked in your mind, so you just gave up information to him.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him about?
Did he? Fuck. Did his like presence seem like familiar in any kind of way?
Yes, but you rolled too low to figure out why.
Okay. Well, fuck. Yeah, he seemed. I don't know. It seemed. I don't know. It seemed weird, but like kind of like I guess maybe not. I don't know. Good weird maybe. It was.
So what did you tell him?
I just asked about the pool.
And apparently that we know a lot.
Look,
Yeah, it's just a pool.
what exactly is he a priest of? Like, what is his deity?
Oh yeah, we probably should have asked him that.
You don't know, but you do recall seeing the sun symbol of the Morning Lord in the abbey.
The
Do I know
morning
what
lord.
religion that is? Like,
You are aware that there are worshippers. There have been other worshippers in other towns that you've encountered that worship the Morning Lord, and it's basically he's the god of he's a good deity and the god of the dawn, basically, of
Okay.
sunlight. And many people who worship him are basically worshiping in the hopes that will get rid of some of the evil here.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell them now that we're far away, like, those guards had half animal faces.
huh?
Yeah. One of them had like a human face, and then all the way from down here it was just dog.
Like,
What did you tell in her head?
It just sounds so bad. It was just dog.
Why do you think I told you not to ask questions?
Well, you didn't tell me why.
Because we were right there. Also,
You couldn't like tell
another-
me in my head. He
No,
could. He could.
I can't. Why would I be able to tell you in your fucking head?
I'm gonna like think in my head. Can you hear me?
You get no response?
What are
Who are
you
you trying to
doing?
get? Okay, so at this point, I think we should go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
Okay.
We have our giveaway. We have our giveaway happening. You need to type in #jailbreak, and let me just type this into chat. Giveaway. I can't see what I'm spelling. Why is it not giving me the commands that it's supposed to do? Oh, because I'm typing the wrong letters. That's why. I know what I'm doing. This is what happens when I don't wear my glasses. So type #jailbreak to enter our giveaway, and you will win some lovely Cat Kraken dice. No idea what color they are because they haven't arrived in the mail yet. I bet you they're gonna arrive like sometime tonight, just in the middle of the night. We're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back shortly. All right. Okay, we are back. Last chance to enter our giveaway. Type in hashtag jailbreak. We'll give you one more minute or so to enter the giveaway. So you guys are finally arguing as you head back down to the town. Where are you guys going to go from here?
I guess the winery.
All right, you guys head out. Let's see. How far is the winery from where you currently are?
3 weeks.
Yeah. Also a reminder that we still have our follower goal of 50 followers, and once we reach that goal, one of our players will get a luck point to use for a reroll.
I really needed that reroll.
Oh, there's my map. There we go.
You got advantage, and that didn't even help you.
Okay, yeah. If you head out now, you should reach you'll reach the winery by, I would say, late afternoon. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll before we do anything else. Roll for the winner of the Kraken dice. And the winner is Rashida Bastet. Congratulations. Yay! I hope you enjoy the dice, whatever color they may be. I have no idea.
No one
But I will just DM me your shipping info, and I will get that to you ASAP. Yay! So halfway, about late afternoon, you guys will reach the area of the winery, and as you approach, where's my winery area? There it is.
Like, fucking go away.
Who's going away? What?
Rachel is just gonna be like, fuck you all.
Oh yes. Yeah, you have not encountered him. You left town. He was not. You have not seen him on the road. You have no idea where he went. But on your way to as you approach the winery, you do see a kind of just off the side of the road, just right when you turn into the road that leads into the area. You see a huddled group of people, and you spot two familiar faces. You see Erwin and Danica
Oh, hey, what's
are
going
amongst them.
on?
And as you approach and you greet them, they look up and they immediately rush towards each of you and give you all hugs. They are very glad to see that you made it out of Valaki alive. And Danica asks about your other friends. Oh, hey, that's one thing. Did you guys bother telling Ismark what the hell happened to his sister, like before you left town, or just?
No.
That's okay. I mean, like, you guys can always go back if you decide that you want to do that, but just putting that out there, because I just realized he has no idea what happened to Irina.
We have to go back with the wine anyway, so.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. Just so we know.
I'm sure she's in a way better place.
Yeah, hope the bottom of a well. Anyway, they tell you they're very grateful that you're okay, and they ask you about your friends.
Oh, Maeve
how
did this, right? Did we get Maeve? We probably should have gotten Maeve. I say if we knew we were going to the winery, we would have gotten Maeve to come with us.
Oh yeah. I would assume Maeve is probably with you guys because she knew of the people in the winery, so she was gonna go there anyway. So we'll say that she spent the night in the village as well, and is traveling with you guys. But they asked how your friends doing. Were you able to get them out to?
Yes.
Which one?
Irina and Ismark.
Yeah, the other two that were in the stocks.
I mean, they're not safe now. Well, one is fine. Half the job is good enough. We're freaking out. I'm freaking out. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm freaking out right now.
I mean, yeah, but
Danica kind of gives you a little hug and just pats you on the shoulder, just almost very kindly, but also a little condescendingly, like she's kind of used to you kind of acting like this, and she's like, okay, sure, all right, it's okay, all right, everything's going to be okay eventually. And you do see there's a group of people of other you assume are were-ravens. They all have similar features. They seem to be part of all part of the Modikov family. There's the older gentleman who's like the father of the family, and then there's cousins, there's siblings, whatever. And there's about like 8 people around, and a couple of them are kind of arguing about what are we gonna do. What are we gonna do about the blights?
What happened?
And Danica tells you guys that the winery was overrun by twig blights and by evil druids from Yester Hill. They explain that they have not been able to ship out any of their wine in weeks because of this. They've been poisoning the vats. They have been destroying the vines. And now they've completely overrun everything. We can't even go in there. That's why we're stuck out here. We can't even go to the building.
We can help. But
She says reluctantly.
but no, we're gonna help because you helped us. But I need a favor from you.
And Danica says, whatever we can do to help, of course. What do you need?
So listen, I don't know if you know why we're here. In Barovia.
I hear kitty. Where's the kitty?
In the
Aww.
other room.
Oh, still trying to get inside.
Yeah.
So we got teleported here. I don't know how, right? And apparently we have to fight Strahd. That's why we're here. We talked to Madam. 1 second. Madam Ava from the Vistani camp, but the good ones. They were from the good Vistani, right?
Yeah.
She says, I have heard of this Madam Ava. She is
Right.
legendary.
She's a psychic or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have to find weapons to help us defeat Strahd. And mine, which was a sword of sunlight, very helpful against a vampire, right? Apparently is in a dark room filled with bottles. That room was that of a guild member. I'm assuming it could be in your winery, and I need that so I don't die. And maybe I could, we could kill Strahd, help you guys out.
She kind of takes in what you just said, and she's just like, a room filled with bottles. Well, I know that we have a room filled with bottles here, but there's no sword near it. But you said something about a guild member.
Yes, it was. It said it was the room it was a room that was of a guild member.
A room of a guild member.
She said it was.
Was.
Yeah.
Poor kitty. Actually, I need to refer back to our.
All of us thirsting after that hot mug.
Oh, gosh. She thinks about it for a moment and she says, well, I don't recall seeing anything like that that would match that here in the winery itself. There is the guild of the guildmaster, but did they give you a name?
I've given you all the information I've gotten. She was very vague.
Okay.
Dark room filled with bottles. It was that of a guild member.
It specifically says, I see a dark row of bottles. It is the tomb of a guild member.
Oh, you said room. Or I heard room.
Tomb,
Sorry.
yeah, tomb.
Okay.
So I was assuming that you tell her that was a tomb, and she says, well, the only one I can think of is Artak's tomb, but that is in the castle.
I'm sorry, what?
What castle?
Artak Swilovich, he was one of the primary guild members of the Wizard of Wines when this winery was created.
Uh-huh.
His tomb is in Castle Ravenloft in the crypts. He was a member of the Barovian Wine Distillers Guild.
Mira's not laughing, but I am. Of course.
Alina's just gonna squat down and be like, I can't
I'm
do
just
this.
gonna pat her on the back.
How am I supposed to be there? If
We
I
get
don't
so much
have the
closer
sword?
to what we need, and then whoop!
And she says, I'm sorry, dear. I don't think it's here.
Okay. She's just gonna stand up. I was like, okay. 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 It's okay. We're okay. It's fine. So let's. You know what? Let's just go kill something. Because I really need to kill something right now. You need something to be killed? We can do that for you.
Irvin says there is lots of things to be killed. There is an infestation of blights. There are evil druids that are overrun the winery. If you help us take care of them, we can get the wine back flowing again.
Good. Do you have anything that could help us out?
He says, from what I can see, your weapons are more than enough.
Any potions that you might have?
He shakes his head. No, I don't have any potions, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
Had to ask.
Did you guys run through all of your potions?
I have one. I have more than one potion, but I have one healing potion. Because I was not about to use my healing potions on them.
That's fair.
Okay.
You know, I think we're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any secret tunnels or passages into the winery?
Yeah.
He says there are no tunnels into the winery. Everything is pretty well sealed off. But it's mostly it's not so much the building itself, although there are some inside of the building. Most of it is around the building, in the fields or in the vineyards. There you go. That's the word. In the vineyards. They're overrun. They are destroying the vines.
Okay, so let's go to the vineyards, guys.
Woo!
Let's go kill some shit. I mean, you guys have anything you want to add? I'm sorry if I overtook the moment. I just wanted my fucking sword.
No, it's fair. No, it's fine.
All right, so you guys head towards the winery. Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances. Thick ivy covering every wall, and an iron fencing along its roofline. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached at the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. And as you get closer to the winery, you hear a rustle of dead leaves and of dead vines around you. And inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. You see these creatures that look like they're made out of twigs, and there are dozens of them. And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Does anyone have like fire or something?
why can't I roll something well?
Reasons.
I got a.
So let's see. Buildings right here.
That's not bad.
You guys are approaching along here. So, what's the marching order here?
I have a synthetic 20.
I have a synthetic 22.
22 or 20 as 2?
20 as well.
Okay, but what's the total for both of you as far as the actual number?
20.
Yeah, 20.
Just straight 20 for both. Okay. What's your dex?
My dex?
Dexterity?
Yeah, your modifier.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
God damn it, you guys, roll off, damn it. Both roll d20s.
I got a natural 20.
Jesus.
I did not.
All right, so Alina goes first. Okay, and Vera, what'd you get?
12.
And what did Cruz get?
12. 2.
Okay, and Varen has higher dex though, so Varen will go before Cruz.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal. There are about 30 of these things. I'm not going to roll initiative for all of them. We're going to treat them like swarms.
Okay.
So I'm going to treat them like 5 swarms. Let's see, we got Mira and Varen. So
Man, I wish it was a druid right now. Or
yeah. Oh yeah, and there you do see out amongst these oh no, yeah, it's just okay, yeah. Never mind. You see a bunch of swarms of these twig things they're very small, but they're very intimidating when there's 30 of them. So let's see, we'll do them as swarms. And twig 1. Twig 2. And there's going to be 6 swarms. 6 swarms of 5.
Ooh.
So,
4.
just side note with you guys while she's rolling. An electrum is 100 gold, right? Or 10 gold?
I think
I
Electrum is,
think it's
5 silver.
Well, an electrum is how
two.
much?
it's half a
Electrum is 5 silver.
it's half a gold basically.
An electrum is half a gold?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so first up is Alina. You see a swarm of twig blights coming towards you.
I'm just gonna rage immediately. Because I'm angry, because I don't have a fucking sword. And then I'm gonna attack twice. Let me just roll 2 dice to make it clear.
Okay.
Um,
I would say pick 1 through 6. Which swarm you want to hit?
2. Why not?
2. Okay, so you're gonna head up to 2.
Both of my rolls are shit. So let's see. One is 12 and another one is 11. No, wait, that doesn't seem right. One is 14 and then the other one is 11.
Okay, with a couple swipes of your axe, you're able to cleave clean through these swarms. Like you just slice them in half and they just go flying. It's kind of like no. Oh my gosh, I totally imagine this.
Wait.
Like in what was it, Fantasia with Mickey Mouse and the broom, like chopping the brooms. Yes, that's basically what you're doing. You're just chopping these twig blades.
Sorry, but just in case, I know it doesn't matter, but I keep forgetting to add the +2 from my rage. It's
Yeah,
13 and
they are toothpicks now.
16.
Yeah, you obliterate this. They're more of an annoyance or nuisance.
Do I have to do
than anything.
damage? I haven't done damage yet.
Oh, I thought that was damage.
No, that was my to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit them fine. What's damage?
Okay.
They don't have high HP at all.
Okay.
They're more of a nuisance than anything.
Okay.
There's just a lot of them.
Okay. So one is a 13, and then the other one is a 5.
Yeah, you obliterate them.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they have 4 hit points. They're tiny. Yeah, they're tiny little things. Oh, actually, no, that's not true because they are a swarm. So you obliterate you get like 3/4 of the swarm. There's still a
Okay.
couple left, but you get about 3/4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's still a whole bunch.
Okay.
Do you want to move anywhere or stay where you are, working off that
I'll
swarm
work
there?
off that swarm, and then after that, I'll move on to the next one.
Okay, so then Mira, you are up next.
Woo! Okay. Ooh, that's 12 plus numbers. Wait. Will... That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And
Oh,
then-
which swarm are you attacking?
Oh,
1 through 6.
Let me see.
I'm
D6,
attacking
tell
number
me. Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, so you head up to number 3.
And then numbers. Ooh, wait, no, that's a 1. That is a 1. So, 4. Yeah, that's a 4.
4 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, your rapier is not the most best equipment for taking out swarms of tiny things. You managed to impale 1, but there's still at least 19 of them left in your swarm, or not like 19, but like there's still like a few left in your swarm. All right, so that is Mira's turn. Next turn is the twig swarm number 3, which is what Mira started attacking. They are going to swarm around you and attempt to attack you with their claws. So let's see. And there's 4 of them left in the ones that you were attacking, so I'm gonna do. Oh my god, I rolled 2 ones. That is amazing. Okay, 2 of them definitely miss. Jesus, this is so bad. The highest one is a 12. Does a 12 hit you?
That does not hit.
Okay, they all miss. They all attempt to claw at you, but they are unable to get through your armor. They're basically kind of gathered around your ankle and your knees and just trying to slash at you with their claws. But what are you wearing? Leather armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, their claws just kind of scrape off your leather armor. It's leaving all sorts of like little scratches all over your armor and ruining the finish. I'm sorry, but but they are unable to hit you. I cannot believe I rolled that freaking bad. That is ridiculous.
Impressive.
All right, that is up. Oh, so twig swarm number 1. That is going to be. It's not engaged with anybody, but it is closest to Alina, so they're going to try and swarm on Alina and do the same thing. And there are, let's see, it's going to be 5. And 1 got a natural 20. Okay, so I need scratch paper. We got 20, 18, 16, 5. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, so 3 of them hit.
Cool.
And one of them's a crit. Yeah, oh, no. And one of them's a crit.
Okay.
So 3 hits and 1 crit. So
What kind of damage is it?
it's piercing.
I get half.
That's right, because you're raging. Okay, so for the first one, you take 2 points of damage because it's half.
2 points.
You take 3 points.
That's half, right?
That is already halved, yeah.
Okay.
And then crit, you take 5 points with it halved.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, they're chewing away at you.
That's because I don't wear armor.
And then twig, blight swarm number 2. That is the one that is another one that's fighting Alina. That you, oh, that's right. You cleaved like everyone but 1. So there's 1 left in the swarm. And that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, it tries to chew at you, but it again can't get through your armor. Next up is Varen.
Okay. Now, which swarms are still up?
You got, they're all still up. Alina's taking care of 1 and 2 pretty much. Mira's on 3, so there's 4 and through 6 still that are unengaged.
Let's go 4.
Okay,
I'm gonna hang out with 4.
cool.
Alright, so I'm gonna take my 3 attacks.
Okay.
1 being a total of 20. 1 being higher than that. And 1 being a 12.
Nice.
So what?
Everything but the 12 hits.
Alright. So that one takes 18 damage.
Okay. That one's obliterated.
Cool.
Is that for both hits?
Yeah.
Because then you have 3. Okay, so you do manage to. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so total for. Okay, so yeah, you managed to obliterate 3 out of 5
Okay.
of that swarm. So there's only two of them left.
Oh,
Okay.
Solani.
Yeah.
So apparently I don't know how to play anymore. The +2 is to my damage, not my attack. So it's
So technically, swarm number 2 is gone.
yeah.
Is what you're saying. Okay.
It's an extra 4 points of damage. So I don't know.
Yeah, you already took them out.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the twig swarm number 2 is out completely. Okay, so anything else for your turn, Varen?
Nope, that's it.
All right, next up is Cruz.
Okay. So he's gonna attack swarm number 4.
Okay.
What's behind swarm number 4? God, that was almost. Okay, so that's. Bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. Great axe +6. That's 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's 1d12, so that's the same as 3. So that's 6 points of damage. And if
Okay.
he can hit again. He has double action, I believe.
Yeah.
Does he? Yeah. Okay, that's a 21 to hit, and then let's use another dice that's not rolling shitty. And it rolls shitty. And another 5 points of damage.
That's still enough. You managed to obliterate what remained of the fourth swarm.
Oh, cool.
So they are out. All right. Anything else? Does Cruz want to move anywhere since he's no longer?
Head to the next one.
Okay. That's the one. The one nearest by is the one that Mira is engaged with.
Go to the one that no one's engaged with, because I'm gonna assume Mira can't handle this.
Okay. We'll take you to swarm number 6. So
Yeah.
Cruz will be over there. Next up is swarm number 6. So since Cruz is right up on them, they're going to attack there.
Yay.
All right. What's Cruz AC?
17.
17. Okay. So, let's see, what are their? They're +3. So, oh my God. Okay. No, actually that was pretty good. I know how to add. So 3 of them hit.
Okay.
Okay, so he gets 3 hits from the 6th swarm, and that is going to be D4s. I need more D4s. Here we go.
You can have some of mine. That'd be 9 points of damage total.
Okay.
Not a whole lot. They don't hit very hard.
Oh, yeah. So she actually Cruz has. I don't know how to do. You guys can continue.
Okay. All right. And
Yeah.
Twig. See, they're gonna, and that's not gonna move anywhere. So next one is going to be Twig Swarm number 5, and they're gonna go after Alina because they're closest to Alina.
Cute.
All right. So they are gonna roll. And your AC was 15? 16?
16.
16. Okay. So that hits. 2 of them hit.
Okay.
Which is going to be 5, 7 halved. So 3 points of damage.
3.
Not nothing. And Alina, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to destroy some thorns. What am I? Okay. So I have swarm 1 and 5 on top of me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit with one is gonna be 12 to hit, and the other one's gonna be 14 to hit.
Okay,
24 to hit. Sorry.
Okay, so one of them hits.
Okay, one of them hits, and I'm gonna do my D12, which is gonna. Is that it? No. Yeah, that is a D12. That's gonna be 14 points of damage.
Okay.
I rolled an 11. I'm very proud.
All right, you managed to destroy 3 of the 5 out of that swarm.
Okay.
And staying where you are?
Yeah, because there's 2 swarms on me right now, right?
Yeah. Okay, so Mira, you're up. You are fighting swarm number 3.
Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully I don't roll shit. Ooh. 21. Unnatural, but 21.
That hits.
And Okay. Trying to think what dice to use. 11.
That does not hit.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
It was just one.
that's
that was
damage.
Yeah.
That was damage. Okay, so then
11.
you managed to take out 2 more of that swarm. So you got 2 more blights left in that particular swarm. And you want to stay where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is going to be Twig Swarm number 3, which only has 2 left. So they're going to attack Mira. That's going to be an 18 to hit and a 9 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. That is 4 points of damage.
It's gonna be like, oh, I'm bleeding.
And then next is Twig Swarm number 1, which is the one that's fighting Alina, and they only have 2 left. That's a natural 17 and 18, so those both hit. And that will be 1, 5 plus 2, 7, so 3 points of damage you take.
I'm taking a lot. This is like the most damage I've taken in a fight.
Yeah,
It's little damage because you're having everything. It's like little chunks of that, but that's because you're taking on 2 swarms at once.
Yeah.
also, like, we picked that up a lot, as we found out in Werewolf Rodeo.
Next up is Varen.
All right. I think the one I'm on looks pretty rough, right?
You are on. It's already destroyed.
Okay.
That was the 4. Yeah, that was destroyed. So you can.
Okay. Which ones are left and which ones are hurt? I know.
The one that Mira is fighting, number 3, only has 2 left in that swarm, and that's the closest.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll hit him.
Okay.
So that'll hit, and that'll also hit. Do I need to bother rolling?
Yeah. I mean, in case you roll really shitty.
That's true. My static damage is 5, so let's see. 19 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you obliterate what remains of that swarm. So 3 is down.
And I think. Oh wait,
And
I'm gonna use.
You've used like 15 feet of movement, so you still have some movement left.
Okay. I'm going to move to the next closest swarm, and I have 1 more attack.
Okay, that's going to be the number 1, which is fighting Alina, and that also only has 2 more twigs left in that.
Good shit. I assume a 25 hits.
Yep.
So it takes 7 damage.
Okay, you managed to obliterate that swarm.
Bye, Lena.
You guys are just chopping through these.
Actually, I'm raging, so it's like.
What?
Alright, next up is Cruz.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
And he's fighting swarm number 6.
That's not gonna hit. That's a 9. And wow, that was cocked as shit. I'm sorry, I landed on my keyboard. Okay. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
You're looking at yours.
I'm looking at mine. It's gonna be unnatural 20.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, and then that's gonna be. Oh, that's not bad. And 14 points of damage.
Okay, he manages to cleave through half of that swarm.
Heal. That's all I got for him because he had 2 attacks and 1 failed miserably because they were over 3.
Alright. Next up is going to be the swarm that he's fighting. It has 3 twigs left. That's going to be 15 to hit. Does that hit?
15? No.
Okay, and then the other 2 don't hit then because they were all lower than that. So they all try to swarm him again, but his armor blocks most of their attacks. Next up is Twig Swarm number 5, which is fighting Alina.
Heal.
And let's see, number 5 still has the full swarm up, so that's going to be 5 rolls. Okay, that doesn't hit. 17, 19, 19. Ooh, I rolled really well. Ah, no, I dropped 1. No, come back. Come back. Hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, no. Alright, I don't know where it went.
Press F to pay respects, y'all.
Oh, I lost one of my d20s. Okay, that's okay. I got 3 more. Another 17. Okay, so 4 of them hit.
Okay, cool.
And
Oh my god.
5 plus 7's 12 plus 4, 16. So you take 8 points of damage.
This is literally the most damage I've taken in a fucking fight. This fucking quick fight.
Oh my god.
And Alina, you are up.
Heal. I'm angry. I'm very angry. Where's my other? Oh, there we go. Just rolling. 25 and 18.
They both hit.
Okay. This is D12. And that's gonna be 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 2 is 12. And then 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
That swarm is... Wait, it was 8 total? Or what was the total?
It was 12 and 8. Both of my
Yeah, so it was 20. Okay, yeah, that swarm is obliterated.
Rip.
You you rage chop that swarm into chopstick or into toothpicks. Something small. Splinters. There you go. And do you want to move anywhere? Because you haven't moved anywhere. The only swarm that's left is the one that Cruz is fighting.
I'll go over there if he hasn't done much. I mean, I have such bad memory for things that just happened.
There's 3 left in that swarm.
I feel like Cruz can take it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try.
All right. So you just stay where you are. Mira, you're up. The swarm that you were fighting was destroyed. So what are you gonna do?
Is it possible to flank the little swarm with Cruz?
You can. Yeah, you can move around and flank them.
I want to do that. And I will
Alright.
attack. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
And oh my god, this is gonna be scary because I'm flanking. Let's do some math. Oh god. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I'm doing 2. Okay, and I want to use my bonus attack. So let me roll for that one. That's a 4. Wait,
Okay.
no. Wait, plus.
To hit?
Might just kill it.
4 plus 3.
That's to hit.
Yeah, to hit for the second.
To hit.
attack.
Okay, so the first one hit. And the first one you do get sneak attack, so just go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
It's probably going to be more than enough to destroy the swarm, honestly.
Fucked.
Okay, so God, this is gonna be a lot. Okay, so
I think I need a little calculator.
7, 14 plus 3d6. Oh god. Okay. 14. Whoa, shit! Would I roll? With that extra damage? Would that be double 2?
No.
Just the dice if it's a crit.
Okay, it was. Oh
It's fucking
they're
weird.
gone. So okay, so God, I don't know math. Okay.
Was it more than 14?
Oh, way more than 14.
Okay, then they're gone. Yeah, they're completely gone. So the twig blights are nothing more than piles of wooden splinters at your feet at this moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you guys are just outside the winery, outside the ground floor of the winery.
Can we take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wish. Where do you want to rest at?
Is there like a little? Do we see anything else?
You don't see anything near you outside, but you don't know what's going on inside the building.
Okay, well, can I just kind of rest against the wall?
You can, or if you want to, you can kind of just do the short hike back to where the group of the were ravens were hanging out and just kind of chill with them for a half hour. It's
Yeah.
not that far.
Yeah, we can do that.
That way you're not right next to the building, because who knows what's going to come out of there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys go and take a short rest with the were ravens.
I'm just gonna be like, We killed the twig blights. We don't know what's going on inside the winery yet.
He's like, did you manage to kill any druids yet?
Not yet, but just give
Okay.
me a second. I'll be
They're
able to do that.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
What's my hit die?
Erwin lets you know that the twig blights were summoned by the druids. So if you get rid of the druids, then you can pretty much the twig blights should go away.
Oh,
But as long as the druids are alive, they will keep summoning them.
Oh, cool. Should have told us that before.
You didn't ask. Well, I guess you didn't ask now.
I did ask for help. Is
So yes,
there where can I see my hit die? I forgot on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
um,
I think it's per level.
It's under short rest. You can use your hit dice.
Attack, action, bonus action, reaction, other, limited use, other. Where is short rest?
it is
Sheet above your speed and your proficiency bonus. Assuming you have the window full size.
Oh, let me do that just in case. Oh, but it's the same thing. Above my speed and proficiency. Oh. Oh, okay, there we go.
yeah, where it says
I
share
got it.
and then
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna have 5 total hit dice, so I'm gonna do 2 hit die. Yeah.
I think I'm okay.
Don't fall.
I'm gonna use one.
Plus 7. That's 15. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. I'll do one more.
Hi, Ukador. Thanks for joining us. And for anybody who's watching, Ukador is another really awesome live play stream that you should go check out. They are super awesome.
Woo!
So everybody rolled. You guys are good? Got your
Yeah.
short rest in?
I have.
Okay.
Taking advantage, so,
Yeah.
you know.
I did
Sorta.
I did 3 die, so I'm almost back to full. So that's good.
How much
Okay.
you got? I'll see. Imagine.
Where are you heading now?
Wait, what did you do?
Oh, I was gonna ask if you wanted, if you had, like, did you want me to heal you? But then I was like, no, I'll save
No,
it.
yeah, save it. I'm only missing 3 hit points at the moment. So.
I guess we should go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go inside the winery.
Yeah, let's go.
Woo!
Head inside the winery? Okay. So from where you were before, there was, there's like a small well in the outhouse, and then there's a doorway that leads inside the winery from there. There's probably other doorways inside, but you'd have to go around the building to check them out, but that's the only one that you've seen so far.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
From
Just
the
head
one that's-
inside.
yeah.
Okay. So you head inside the winery. As you enter the door, the rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot-high wooden balcony that clings to the south wall, which has 4 windows set into that balcony, into it at balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading to the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered, and they watch you with great interest. You see about 4 swarms of ravens that are kind of perched on the rafters.
I'm gonna yell out to them like, "Do you know where the druids are? Can you lead us to them?"
As you yell out, the ravens kind of squawk in alarm, and they these ones don't talk. They're just ravens. But you do hear the balcony creak, and you look over and you see a wild-looking person hunched over the westernmost cask, pouring a flask of thick syrup into the cask.
Poison.
She wears
I'm assuming poison.
She wears a gown of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns. Her hair is long and unkempt. Suddenly you see skittering across the floor, it looks like another twig blight. And it moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears into the easternmost cask.
How far away is that little bitch with the horns?
Let's see, from where you are, there she is just about 20 feet away. And I need you guys to roll initiative again, because they know you're here. Okay, so hang on one sec. Let me get my white out because I don't have. I'm using pen, not pencil.
16. Alina's like, stop! What's going on?
I hear screaming. What? All right.
I'm like, yo, what's up? Where are you?
Okay, so there
Come
are
on, fight me.
24 blights in this one, so that is. We'll do them in 6s. So there'll be 4 swarms of 6 for this one, and then you have the druid herself. So go ahead. What did you guys roll?
I rolled a 13 and Bruce rolled a 14.
I rolled 16.
And I rolled a 19.
Ooh.
All right. And now I gotta roll for these guys. Druid. Jesus. So bad. Why do I roll so bad? I don't understand.
It's okay. If you're gonna roll bad on anything, it might as well be initiative.
They are +1.
See, it balances itself out. You roll good to heal us. You roll bad to kill us.
Save the best for last.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that.
And 14, 15. Okay, so first up is. Oh, I should probably draw out the map here so I know where everybody is.
Oh, that must be nice.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
If I had a better way of actually displaying it, I would. But this just helps me keep order. Okay, so first up is going to be the Twig Lights number 1.
Dang!
Oh, number 2, sorry, number 2. And they are not going to be able to get to you with their full movement because they have really slow movement. So they start to rush up, but they only get about halfway through the room. Like, yeah, they got really, really shitty movement. And that's all they can do. So, Varen, you are up.
Alright, how far away did you say this druid lady was?
About 20 feet.
Let's go.
And she's kind of climbed up on the top of this giant cask. So she's kind of perched on top of it.
How far up is it?
What did it say? How big are they? How big are the casks? 12 feet high. They're 8 feet wide and 12 feet high.
We can totally get up there.
Thank you guys for all the follows.
I'm gonna come up there.
By the way, guys, I left accidentally, so we're now all jumbled up.
It's okay.
What?
I will play Alina today.
No, don't.
Oh, nice.
I
That's all of you. I love you people.
I think that when this happens, you should like totally take on the personality of the person's frame that you're in.
Oh god. So, what are you doing over there?
I'm going to bound up, and I'm going to get up there with her.
Okay.
Please stop that.
Parkour. Make a acrobatics check or athletics, whichever
21.
you want to do. Okay, yeah, you get up there easily enough with alarming speed, and she only like noticed you guys when you guys called out, and then now she's like all of a sudden you're up in her face.
I would like to unleash my two attack action attacks.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
Damn. All right.
That's an 11.
That hits. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, that.
I'm also going to spend a key point to use Stunning Strike, so she can make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
and also take 7 damage.
Alright, so save, it's gonna be 10.
That's a fail. So she is stunned.
Ooh, okay. And she takes 7 damage?
Yep.
Alright, so...
And then I'm going to use my bonus action attack to... I'm going to kick her. Can I try and kick her off the platform?
Yes, you can.
Would that be an attack roll? Would that be like a grapple? Like, what would that be?
I would say to attack, because I wouldn't really be a grapple if you're just knocking her down.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my god. This is Sparta!
So I just like lift a foot and just like right in the solar plexus.
Okay. You palm strike her right in the solar plexus. The breath just gets knocked straight out of her. And she falls off the cask. And how much damage does that do?
Let's find out. Guys, I shit you not, I rolled max damage.
Holy shit.
That makes up for that one.
Yeah.
That'll be 22 damage.
Oh my god. So you strike out at her and you essentially crush her clavicle, and a shard of bone pierces her heart and kills her instantly.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Didn't even get a chance to react.
I know. She just literally, you were up in her face and then she only had 27?
Oh, shit.
Oops.
Oh my god.
I look down and I'm like, ooh.
Overkill. A little overkill.
Well, that was easy.
Good job.
That's my turn.
Way to go, Baron.
Okay, and anywhere else, anything else you want to do?
Nope. I think I'm good. I think I've really used my turn to the fullest potential there.
Okay. Then next up is Mira.
Oh shit.
Okay, so if anybody just joined in, I'm actually Alina. That's Mira. Our shit just got fucked up because my internet.
I think you did an amazing mirror job.
You should not poison the wine because that's not nice.
I'm gonna. I guess nobody's flanking the twig.
Yeah.
No, the twigs are still all the way on the other side of the room. The only one that's moved forward is the second swarm, and it only got like halfway across because they have very low speed.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that twig
Okay.
and be like, Asher, I'm Alina. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
And then for the second one, for my bonus action, that is a synthetic 20. So
That hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any way to fix the video thing?
I can do that in just a second here. While you add up your numbers, because that'll take a while. I will go ahead and fix the windows. What?
We're at 50.
We're at 50? Oh, that's awesome! Okay, let me fix the windows real quick and then we'll roll off who is going to be... okay, so Varen, you're good, so...
17 damage. Well, in total. One's math.
Here, I'm going to put you in cruise for just a second while I move.
Now you gotta act like Cruz.
Yeah, no, well, she is acting like Cruz.
Oh god. Hey guys.
That's Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. You guys are fixed. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, we reached 50, so let's roll off.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Where's my special D4 that has everybody's name on it? Okay, here we go. So, who gets the luck point I will say, out of fairness, Alina, you are out of this one because you already got one.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. I got the last one.
All right, here we go. Mira gets it.
Woo!
Which is awesome because you just said that you wanted one.
Thank you guys.
Yay! So you got a luck point that you can use to re-roll a d20.
Oh, my
That would have come in
Yay.
handy when you were talking to that dude.
Yeah, I have to go to him real fast.
You could go back and attempt it again. Okay, so where were we at? Oh yeah, Mira, what is your damage?
10 and 7.
10 and 7. Okay, so you managed to destroy 2 of them.
Ooh.
So that is, we got 4 left on that one. Anything else you want to do?
Come over here. So I can
Who are you calling to?
Everyone. Alina Cruz. Baron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Murder.
Let's murder. Oh my god, I feel like that should be a t-shirt. That should just have Mira and just have her saying let's murder. It should be pink with like
Beverly, right?
right?
Right.
Oh my gosh. Alright, next up is Twig Swarm number 4, and they're gonna move forward, and again they're not gonna get very far. They're gonna get like halfway across the room. And that's about all that they can do. Cruz is up.
Do we know where the other druid is?
Oh shit,
Yeah.
we could have asked her that, couldn't we?
Yeah, but you killed it instantly.
Yeah. You do not.
Sorry.
Yeah, there. As far as you can tell, that's just the blights left in this room.
You said there was another blight that left somewhere.
Oh no. There was the twig blight that kind of ran across the room. You saw it go into one of the casts, but then when you guys attacked the druid, everything, like, all the blights came out. So you see all the blights now. They're all in the room.
Okay. Okay, so Cruz is just gonna attack the blight.
Okay. There's the one that Mira is engaged with, and then there's the number 4 that just ran up.
Which one's closer?
They're both about equal distance.
I'll do the other one that Mara's not attacking.
Cool. You are up on number 4.
So that's neither of them are gonna hit.
How bad?
A 6 and a 2.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get a 2?
On a D20?
I know, but what about modifiers?
Oh, with a modifier, it's an 8.
Okay, but no, okay, well,
It's
never mind.
a 12 and an 8.
Okay, well, no, that was
Yeah.
close, but no.
Sorry, guys. I'm rolling in true Cruz fashion tonight.
Yes, Cruz being hulking Goliath, it's really hard for him to actually hit these tiny things.
For those of you that are new, unfortunately, our player Ashley that plays Cruz is gonna be with us, so I'm right now controlling Cruz, and it's not much different than what she usually rolls. Ashley, I love you.
Let's be real, like, we don't need outside bad influences. We're already a bad influence on ourselves.
True. All right, next up is Alina.
Oh, finally. God. I'm gonna go to
Help Cruz out.
I'm gonna go help Cruz. And
Okay.
I'm gonna rage because I'm angry.
Yes.
Oh wait, there's only 2. Should that? I mean, I could rage a 3rd time if I really wanted to. Okay, I'm saving one.
Does any of your rages come back with a short rest?
Oh, that's true. Ah, shit. Let me fix that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 So I'm gonna rage because I love that. I love raging, and I'm gonna hit twice. and one is a 25, and another one is a 15.
They both hit?
Yes, okay. And then it's gonna be 9 plus 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14 points of damage on one, and 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, you obliterate that swarm as true Alina fashion. They are completely and utterly destroyed.
Please catch the last episode that we had. We have it on YouTube. Completely destroyed a guy as soon as we started.
Oh, that was ridiculous! Oh my god!
Literally
Oh my
disarmed him
God.
because I cut off his arm. Very proud moment.
I did not expect him to go down that fast. Like, that was insane. Oh my god. I'm just like, oh, big boss. Oh, okay, he's good. He's dead now. Okay. Alright, so that one, Swarm is gone. Do you want to move anywhere?
Is there anywhere else that I think the druid might be?
You still have to. There's the other rooms. There are a couple doors that lead off of this area. There's a door that goes. There's a door towards the opposite side, and there's like a couple doors off to the be your left hand side.
Let's get rid of this blight. So I'll move towards the next swarm of blights, but I don't probably not gonna need it. But yeah, I'll move towards them just so we can get rid of them and look through the doors.
Okay. So you move towards the other ones?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you are up here towards them. Cool. Next up is Twig Blight number 3, which you pretty much just ran up on, so they're gonna attack you, Alina. And alright. Oh, that doesn't hit. You're what, 16? No. One hits. 3 hit total. Alright. So 5, 10, 12, plus 6 is 18, so 9 points of damage total.
To me?
To you.
And that's already halved.
That's halved, yeah.
Why am I the one taking all the damage from these damn twig blights?
Because you're doing the most damage to them. And that's it for that one. So next up is the swarm that is fighting Mira right now. And they are going to attempt to attack you.
Me again or Mira?
Mira.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 4 left in this swarm.
Okay. I'm gonna use my Kendrick Lamar dice.
To do what?
Oh, to roll for damage.
No, well, I'm attacking you.
Oh, you're attacking me? Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I'm attacking you. Okay, so that is a 20, a 15, and a 1, and a 19. So does the 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 of them hit. All right.
Twigs, no.
So that's 5. Oh, that was cocked. 6 plus 3 is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is it for that one. Varen, you're up.
Alright. What is the closest swarm to me?
The one that made us fighting.
And how hard does it look?
There's 4 of the 6 left, so it's there's
sure.
still a few.
Field trip. Let's go.
Cool.
I'm going to, I'm going to do a flip in the air on my way down.
Completely necessary.
Yeah. And then I'm going to pop over there and just hit it 3 times.
All right.
That's a 16
That hits.
and a 15.
That hits.
And an actual 1.
And that doesn't hit. You've been rolling so many 1s this episode.
Really sad.
You gotta
that
be
is
balanced.
ridiculous.
I guess, yeah. So it can take a total of 21 damage from the 2 hits.
All right, that pretty much destroys that swarm.
Hashtag good shit.
Woo!
All right, that one's out. So, anything else you want to do? Let's see. You used about. You're like 45. You used about 30 feet of movement, so you still have a little bit of movement left.
What's the next closest swarm?
The one that Alina's fighting.
Okay, I'll just move over there and flank it with her so she can like more effectively hit it.
Okay, cool. So you're over there. Next up is Mira.
Woo.
The swarm that you were fighting is gone now.
Okay. Can I flank with Alina and Baron?
Yeah, you can run around. You can flank with them, or you could attack the other swarm that has just been standing around.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll go to the other swarm.
Oh my god. Okay, so the reason that swarm has been standing around because I forgot to roll initiative for them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, where are they in my initiative tracker? They're not there. That's fine. Okay, that works. Because that's after that. All right, cool.
17 and just 17. The other one does not hit. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah,
What?
that hits. The 17 hits.
Okay. And then 1, 2, 9. 9 points of damage.
9 points. Is that the one that you're flanking, or the?
Oh
or
wait,
you
no, I
attack-
went to the other swarm.
The other one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So 9 points of damage against that one, and that's enough to take out at least one. Okay. And next up is going to be. They're dead. Cruz. Cruz.
Oh, sorry. my audio kind of cut off when you were saying it, so I hear it's like that was just okay. So Cruz is how many swarms are there left? 2?
There are. Yes, there's the one near you, right next to you. That's being and Varen is flanking you, and then the one Miraz is up against.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over to the one Mara's attacking. And I'm gonna attack twice. One of them's a natural 20.
Nice.
And then the other one is let's see, is a 14.
That hits still.
Okay. Just in case, I'm doing Cruz's voice, not Ashley's voice. I'm not trying to make fun of Ashley. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I love Ashley very, very dearly.
You're doing Cruz doing Ash, or doing Ashley doing Cruz.
Yeah. So one of them's gonna be.
Thank you, Ugador. Thank you for joining us.
It's gonna be. 28 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That is fantastic. That's like the best hit that Cruz has gotten. And it's on freaking twig blades.
And the other one's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, he obliterates that entire swarm. Which swarm was it? Was the one that Mira was fighting, or the one Varen was fighting?
The one Mary was fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one's gone. Goodbye, twig swarm. Okay. And next up is Alina.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
You're back into your pal.
I'm gonna attack twice. That fell. And then one does not hit. Wait, do I have advantage because Varen's flanking?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Got you.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that 9, and it's gonna be a 15, and the other one's gonna be a 16.
They both hit.
Okay. And that's gonna be wow. I rolled 2 ones.
Are you serious?
Oh my
Wow.
Oh
So
no.
that's gonna be in total. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 2 is 6, so it's 12 points of damage in between the two.
It was like you and Cruz just like swapped
swapped.
damage for one round. That was 12. Okay, so you managed to destroy about half of them. There's still about 3 left.
Alright.
Right. Next up, they're destroyed, so that's going to be the swarm, and the swarm is going to attack you since you just obliterated a bunch of them. And there's only 3 left, so that doesn't hit. Oh, none of those hit. That was terrible, terrible rolls. Oh, that was so bad. I rolled 2 2s. Okay, so that swarm was completely useless. Varen, you were back up.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll 2 3s, and then we'll just keep this
Where are
going.
they?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Who's left and where are they?
You were flanking the last swarm with Alina.
Great. How many are left?
There's 3.
Good shit. Let's hit some twigs. That hits. That also hits. And that also hits.
Awesome.
Good shit. Wow, that was absolute shit. That's a total of 22 damage.
22 damage. That is more than enough. You punch the daylights out of these sad twigs, and now the floor is just littered with all of this crap. You've got the dead.
How much does one of them have?
How much HP?
Yeah.
4.
Oh shit! So I killed them on static damage alone. Okay.
Yeah, they're super weak. So you've got the littered remains of all these twig blights, and you have the one dead druid who is hanging out on the floor, crushed clavicle, next to the far vat.
Oops.
We should find that other druid. I don't know if there's more than 2. Did they say 2 druids?
They did not specify how many. They said druids, plural, but they did not tell you how many, and it's possible that they don't know how many there are.
Well, let's go find these other druids.
That's
Okay.
Let's
Where-
fire.
Well,
Where are you guys heading?
it was.
Let's just each take doors and just keep opening them until we find them.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got, let's see, where you are in this room, you've got essentially 3 doors to the left. So
Okay,
there's
let's open
1, 2, 3.
So let's
Who wants to
open
take which
them.
one?
I'll take door number 3.
Okay, you take the far one. And okay, so Varen, you open up the first door, and it opens up to what looks to be a veranda. Is that, wait, hang on, let me double check. Is that the right one? Yes. On the veranda, it's a flagstone veranda, and there are 3 5-foot diameter wooden tubs. Inside are just stained with grape juice. Each tub has a short ladder bolted to its side so that you can actually climb in, and a catch basin underneath. At the back of the veranda is a large set of sliding wooden doors, as well as a normal-sized wooden door. Stone pillars and arches support the upper floor above. And that's pretty much it.
Cool.
It looks to be, yeah, where they basically mash the grapes.
Okay. Guys, I found the mash room.
The mash room, yes. Mira, through the door that you find, it looks to be a small room that is just filled with barrels. They are all empty barrels, but they're all like newly made barrels. And you see a narrow stone staircase that winds upward.
Ooh, stairs. I found stairs.
And then the last room that Alina looked into, you find, let's see, strips of iron and wood lie in neat piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools, and there's 2 work tables against the east wall. And it looks like this is kind of where they actually make the barrels, but there's nothing else in there.
Let's just go through the stairs room that Mayor found.
The stairs. Okay.
Let's just go through the stairs.
I love it so much. I love it. Okay. Okay, so you guys head upwards. Let me find the area. You head up the spiral staircase, and you see it leads to a hallway that has a bunch of doors leading off of it.
Oh, and I want to be ready to attack if I see anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are creeping along. You see there's a door immediately that opens up to the right when you exit the staircase, and then there's 3 more all down the hallway, all to the right.
More stairs?
No, just no. They're all rooms.
Oh,
More
more.
You just went up the stairs, and
Oh.
then there's more rooms. There's a hallway and a bunch of rooms.
Let's open the. This is like the first fucking mansion all over again.
It
Hi,
kind of
Kate.
is, but not as big, thankfully, and hopefully not like
Possessed.
haunted.
Nice. Let's open all the doors.
Yeah. I'll
Just
do.
keep-
Ooh. Wait. Can I stealth? I want to stealth.
How many doors did you say?
3.
There's 4 total.
Okay, so let's each take one.
Okay.
Including Cruz.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that's right, Cruz. Okay, so through the first door that is right next to where the stairway is. Double check, make sure that's right. Is that the right one? Yes. You find it looks to be a kitchen and a dining room. There is a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. And next to the pantry is an iron stove. Nothing in there. No, no beings.
Next door.
Next door. You see, it looks to be just a sleeping room, sleeping quarters. It's got 2 pairs of bunk beds, and there are 4 foot lockers at the very end. So it looks to be where the family sleeps. Next door. Oh, next door is the same. It's another room with bunk beds.
Next
And
door.
then and then the final door down this hallway, and you see as you reach this door, this hallway, the hallway actually bends in an L shape and continues down the other side. But in this door, you see the door is open when you approach it, and in this chamber are a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. And towards the end of it, as you guys go into the room, you do see huddled in the corner are 2 blights that are unlike the twig ones. They look like they're made out of vines, and you find another druid.
I want to hit it.
Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and actually end it there, because it is about 8 o'clock, and we don't want to start another battle yet. So you guys found the other druid. Hopefully, you don't really know how many there are.
Well,
But-
hopefully they'll all be as easy as the first one.
Hopefully.
Awesome. So thanks everybody for joining us today, and for all the new follows. And congratulations to the winner of the dice. Hopefully they're awesome colors. We'll see when they actually arrive in the mail.
Yeah.
Let's see. We are a proud member of the Nerdsmith Network. So if you like geeky content, mostly TTRPG related, but like there's also other stuff on the network, check out nerdsmith.org. You can also support a lot of these really awesome shows if you donate or subscribe to nerdsmith.org. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I always listen to One Radio, and there is Monster Crush that just joined the network, and they're super awesome. Monster Crush. And they're a podcast about cryptids and dating them. It's pretty hilarious. There is, let's see what else. There are Champions of the Earth, which, have you guys listened to Champions of the Earth yet?
I have not.
Yeah. I started Monster Crush, but not Champions of the Earth.
Champions of the Earth it's actually pretty interesting, because it's basically Power Rangers, but it's a live play game, but it's also an audio drama. So they have like sound effects, and
Oh, that's
it's
so
actually
cool.
it's really cool. It's actually really interesting. And it's like, this is totally awesome. This is straight up Power Rangers, but done in a tabletop way, and just it's really neat.
Yeah,
And
they have things that are streams, podcasts, different types. So if you don't want to just sit down and watch something, you can listen to something while you're doing stuff.
which is what I always do. I swear it gets me through work. Like,
Mhm.
work can be very boring, so I will just sit there and just listen to podcast episodes. So definitely check them out. I don't have anything major coming up. I did all my conning for pretty much this year. Anybody else got anything going on?
I don't have anything.
In 2 weeks.
You're going to which one?
New York Comic Con.
That's right. Nice.
I was this close to buying tickets and like buying a plane ticket to fucking New York.
One day I will go.
I'm gonna be at New York Comic Con, so like I don't know if you're gonna be there. Hit me up.
Yeah. Awesome.
Also, all our social media links are down, and I don't know. It's not a description because it's not YouTube. It's down there.
Down below.
Subscribe, guys.
We put updates. We put artwork. We also put when we're gonna do a giveaway. We're trying to get those out at least a day before, so you guys get a heads up. But there will be more giveaways, and we will post there when it's gonna be, so you guys again get a heads up and know when you want to win some free days.
Yay!
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we will see you guys next week at 5 p.m. Pacific and all the other time zones that I don't know.
5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m.
Central?
Eastern.
Or Eastern. Okay. Yeah,
Central,
it's late
I
where you
don't
guys
know.
are. Yeah.
Central, I don't know.
Okay. And have a good night, everybody.
Nice.
And we'll see you next week.
Pray.
Pray. Oh my gosh. Pray. That should be our ending every time.
That needs to be the next sticker. The first sticker. Pray.
Pray. Night, guys.